Alright guys, this is what we're working on here today. I had to go out on a service run today for this chipper here because they said it was leaking oil everywhere. So I come out there to look at it, and the bracket here that holds the motor up, the bolt's right out there, and it wound up putting a hole in the front cover. And so we're going to try to get a simple, we're going to try to fix the best we can tonight. And I ordered the parts because they're already down one chipper and they can't be down two chippers. So we're going to take and try to see what all we can do tonight. I went out there on the job site today and blew it all out, and it was just, you can see there where the oil has just been pouring out of this thing. So let me get the tool set up here and we'll go ahead and take this bracket here off. Alright guys, well I got the bracket moved here, and as you can see there's right, let me get the thing here set just right there. You can see the hole in it right there where the bolt is, and that's where it got a hole right in the front cover. And I done went ahead and cleaned this here on up and got it ready to get it all in here. It wound up breaking both bolts off in the it wound up breaking both bolts off in the head, so on this side and on that side there as well. So we're gonna have to wind up like I said, just it's definitely gonna pour out of there, but I don't know how. I just don't know how much it's gonna pour out of there, in all honesty. I'll take this bolt here out. That's the wrong one. Because I think it's cracked. Cracked on up. I'm gonna see this bolt here. It was loose. And yeah, we got the bolt tight now. And it's still trying to leak a little bit of oil right now. We're not trying to get the whole oil. I know that more than likely it's probably not going to get all the oil out of there, but trying to get the best I can, get what I can get out of there. So yeah, like I said, the bracket here, I done moved it, but when I come out earlier today, there was just oil was just all over the fucking place. And so we're I said, yeah, I said, the bracket here, I said, you ain't even got the bolts are not there. I thought the bolts might have rattled out, but they didn't. All four, like I said, all four of them broke off. So we're just trying to do a little simple fix here real quick before we before the parts. I done ordered the parts for the front cover, and we'll have to wind up taking this whole motor and everything apart. So I'm gonna go on ahead now, and I'm gonna go ahead now and I'm gonna take and clean all this, clean up a little bit more, and then I'm gonna get that JB weld. And I know the JB weld, like I said, I know it's probably not the right thing to do, but I told, they was just asking me, can we JB weld it just to get us through tomorrow? And I said yeah, because it had a pretty steady drip as it was coming out there. So we're gonna try to throw a little JB weld in there just until the parts get in tomorrow evening, and hopefully we can get this thing tore apart and get the new front cover on our harmonic balancer. But like I said, this has to come completely off. It's going to be a job. Alright, so I got this mixed up here with my finger here. And like I said, I know this is not the proper way to do this, guys, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And I know it's probably gonna make it an absolute pain when I go to pull this back apart, but it just, it is what it is. And the bad thing about it is I'm not even gonna be able to start this thing, because you got to at least let this cure up for a little bit before you can even start it back up. the only thing I'm just worried about is I think I'm gonna let that cure up real quick, and I think once that gets cured up nice and hard, I think I'm gonna throw an extra coat on the outside of that just to see what it's gonna do, and I ain't even know if this is even gonna work. This is just kind of like a trial error. Like I said, the worst part is like I said, you can't even, it takes, I don't know, 15 minutes to set up. So this is we'll just have to see how it does. I think I'm gonna mix another little batch up real quick, and I'll get another batch mixed up, and I'm gonna rub it in there, make it just a little bit thicker, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the bracket. I'll put the bracket back on there and see exactly what it does. All right, guys, well, it's starting to get kind of dark out. I just want to go ahead and show y'all what I did. And like I said, I never like doing it like this, but it's just what they suggested. Said let's just JB weld it up. So I got that there, JB welded it all up. And like I said, I'm trying to get y'all the best thing. Like I said, it don't look the best, but it does got the hole filled in where it was leaking at. So I'm gonna let that cure up and let that sit overnight, and we'll let them check it first thing in the morning and see what it does. And like I said, it might as soon as they start to summit up, it might blow it straight out of there. I don't know. But this is just something that this is something they suggested to do, and that's what we did. So we'll get these bolts here put back in there, because I got another guy right now. He's got a damn truck broke down somewhere, and he was asking me if I could come tonight when I was on my way down here, and I said no. I said when I get done working on this, I said I can come to you. And he's like, well, you can't go there last and then come here. I said no. I said no, I ain't doing that shit. I said I'll get there when I get there. He's like, well, I got another mechanic, and he said he's supposed to be working on something else I got, and he said he could probably come right over. And I said, what? I said, you just gotta do what you gotta do. I said, but these customers, these people here, I said, they pay good, and I've been working for them longer than I've been working for you, so that's just the way it's gonna be. Got that one in there. I'm gonna try to bring this out as far as I can, and because it's got a thing down here on the bottom. You can pull it out. Oh, I can't pull it out too much because the cam sensor's hitting. Go ahead and get that hooked back up real quick. But This bracket basically ain't even doing nothing, really and truly. Got this here all done, got that bolted up, and like I said, basically the motor is basically just sitting there, and I don't even think it's really ain't even, it's maybe barely sitting, on that there. I don't know. Like I said, tomorrow it might take tomorrow and vibrating. It might fucking rub a hole right in it. I don't really know. But for now, we gotta leave it like that there. We'll go ahead and we'll check the oil in it for them real quick. Just to see here, and yeah, it's just a little bit low, not much. Just a little bit there. But hang on, I got a guy to call. Alright guys, that was a guy calling me job here. Just the phone has been absolutely non-stop today. I will say that. I'm not bitching by no means. Like I said, I'm very fortunate to get the work I got. I started the day working on another chipper that I have there. I started working on that and just didn't get around to it. Just one thing after another. Yeah, we're going to take and get all our stuff here picked up. We're just going to double check everything, but now I know that, like I said, both sides are broken off in the block. So that's definitely going to be, more likely going to be a job there. I know it's getting dark and you guys can't really see it, but like I said, there's the bracket there, and it's definitely leaking into there and stuff. So we'll just have to see, because like I said, we had to pull the water pump off, radiator has to come off. I'm hoping I'm hoping that I might be able to get by without having to take the radiator off. It just depends, because I gotta be able to drill a hole in there straight and then get the extractor to extract that damn thing out. That, or I have to weld a nut on there. Ain't really figured it out yet, but we'll work on that project. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I guess I'll check the antifreeze while I'm here. Nope, it's good and full, so all that's good. But basically, it's just the motor sitting there on those back hinges back there. Really, the exhaust pipe's kind of rattling, but other than that, there, you know, it just had to have them run it tomorrow and see what it does. All right, I took this shield here off. We're going to go ahead and take the bolts out of this other stuff. We couldn't get it done. Ratchet. Get a wrench. got this panel here off, and like I said, I'm sure I should be able to just pull this radiator here out just like this. And hang on, my screen here is a little dirty. There we go. On the bandits, the bandits are just a little bit different. You got to take this here, all comes off as one. So with this one right here, we can just leave the hood attached just like it is, as you can see there, and then we don't have to worry about it. We'll pull the radiator up and out there. And we're going to take this little guard here off. And the radiator itself looks really, really good, but on the other side, you can see there where it messed it up. I don't know. They might be able to braze it back together and might be able to get by. You know, we'll just have to see how it goes. But I don't know where the radiator cap is at because it wasn't there whenever I started tearing it apart. So I don't know if it's just where they were when they was putting the water and stuff in there, or what they were doing. I don't know. So we'll try to get y'all set back up here. Just checking all these out. Like a big giant little puzzle here. We got some brackets on the side here, then down here on the bottom on the radiator here, you just got one on this side and one on that side there, and you just got these brackets here on the side. I'm almost certain these are 9/16 on the side. Yeah, that's what they are. These are here on these are here. I'm taking off here right now. You can. This is how you adjust it back and forth with these here. Then we gotta get these other panels here off. Side here. As you can see there, the belt is off of it, and that's exactly the way it was whenever I had got it the other day. I had to get a service run out there to see what was going on with it. And when I got out there, I was like, said somebody was leaking antifreeze, and they was like, no, I ain't leaking antifreeze, the belt came off. I was like, oh, well, that ain't what they told me. So I get out there, and then when I got out there, I seen that the belt was laying there, and then I was like, well, I'll just put the belt back on there, and I went to looking at the pulley on the fan, and the pulley on the fan there, it's crooked, it's going like this right here. So I don't know what they did to that to make that get bent like that. Get that there out. It'll just spin all the way around here. I'm just hoping we can get the bolts that are broke off into the engine block. I'm hoping I can get them out. Alright guys, I got the hoses and all that stuff. They're all, this thing should just pick up and out of there now. Wind up taking that one piece there off. And that's eventually going to lose one. Right in the bucket. Shroud piece. Okay guys, as y'all can see here now, I had to JB weld this little spot here up because it got messed up. And you can see where all the debris and stuff's got a few chunks here and there, and something really hit it pretty bad right there. So I just want to make sure. Power Global Solutions. I might call them and see if they can get me a new radiator for. I don't know. That one there, it's really clean on the inside. It's just that go at that spot of JB Weld there where I had to fix it that day on the job. But other than that there, I'm going to take this here off. I got to call them anyways to get a fan. I got to get a fan for this anyways, but here now we got the whole front of the engine here off, so we'll go ahead and we'll pull these right here off. I'll get my Allen heads out. And for some reason, them right there, I think we're going to have to wind up ordering some new pieces, because these here had little Allen sets on there, but they're broke plumb off of there. So I'm going to have to find out and see exactly what's going on. See what's exactly going on with that. Get down here now and we'll take a... Yeah, as you can see there, guys, them bushings are wore plumb out. That just sit down in there. That's why they came out, because I was going to take the nuts out of there, and I was like, well, it seemed like it's pretty loose and it pulls right out, so I'll order new rubber bushings for that too, and I'll just take these off, and then when I set them down inside there, like I said, they screw down in there. I'll get me a parts list up of everything I gotta have, and then once I get that there done, we'll get everything ordered in. But like I said, I don't know how much they're broke off, but I'd say they're broke off pretty flat up against it there. And the whole motor has shifted over, so we're going to wind up shifting the motor back over. So I had to wind up loosening those motor mounts back there and tweaking around. So what it was doing is, and this is what happened, as the motor was running, and every time they were hitting it, pulling like that there. But it's almost like, to me, somebody adjusted these belts, because I don't see why there's no tape. See, somebody put tape right here, and I don't know why somebody did that, because I had the belts adjusted right. And it seemed like to me the belts mightn't be out of adjustment, and that's what it was doing. It was tweaking the motor, just like, it was kind of, the motor's supposed to be straight, and it's got the motor cocked like this in the front, because the belt, when it was grinding, it was hitting it. So we'll, a bunch of sticks and shit in here. We got to clean all this stuff here out. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start taking this right here, start taking this fan here off. Feed that on around just like that there. And let's see here, the belt. I can get the belt out of here. I'll get y'all back over here so y'all can see that. Like I said, the fan on that thing's chewed up. It's going to be expensive on that fan. I don't know how them fans are. Like I said, they're not cheap at all. But you can see now they're the way the fan is there. Get my light over here a little bit better for y'all to see it. And you can see here now. You see how it's all messed up there. That's what we gotta, like I said, get that there. Like I said, I've ordered a new, since I'm down this far, I'm gonna check the timing chain in this too. And if it needs a timing chain in it, we'll go ahead and put one in it. Like I said, this other guard here, I'll take this other guard off whenever I get the radiator out. We'll go ahead now and get the hoses and stuff off. The belt here. I'll get a brand new belt for it, because this one right here, it's pretty worn, pretty stretched. Make sure ain't no marks on none of these pulleys or nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and order a new one of them as well. This one up here, it's pretty worn as well. Like I said, I ordered that one on my dad next year. It's got the same motor, but it's just a Bandit, and that's what was wrong with it. One of the pulleys where it got burnt. And I had to wind up getting another belt for that. So I'm going to go ahead and get these coolant hoses off here, and we'll see about getting the radiator out. Alrighty guys, well, my damn battery died on me as usual. I got a brand new, my wife bought me a brand new GoPro for Christmas, but I gotta get an SD card for that there, but I'll just keep using my old one here. But yeah, we done got her all tore down here now to this. I'm just going to clean this up real good. That harmonic balancer, getting that off her, man, that was a pain to get that off her. They had like some silicone up in there, and like I said, it made it an absolute pain. So keyway's still in there, and like I said, we'll get all this stuff here unplugged out there and taken off there, and then get my light up a little bit higher. Now this bracket here, it won't come off because of this sensor. Now, there we go. Get this out of the way. You can see here now, guys, where I had JB welded that up. And hey, it worked for what it was, you know, for the time. And these bolts here, there's one there. Should be two on each side, right? Yeah. The other one's right there. And I'm sure them are going to be fun. Fun to get out of there. There's this one over here. Yeah, we'll get. I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the cover. I'm going to leave the cover on there for now until I get. Well, I'll tell you what, I am going to take the cover off her, and I'll tell you why. Just because I want to check the timing chain in this thing. Is that up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, idling and doing everything that it does. I'm just kind of worried that it might take and have a lot of slop in it. I'm honestly thinking I lost one of my damn sockets down in that bucket. That one's a different size. They'll stay in there, leave them in there. Just because, like I said, I want to check it, so I might as well just take it off. But when I'll stick it back on there just because. When I'm tapping them bolts out there, I don't want to. I don't want all that damn metal shavings getting inside the engine, so. But the cover for this motor, I had ordered the cover for this motor. I don't even know how long ago it was, the front cover, because it had messed up on them, and we were going to take in. We was going to do it then, and then they just like, oh, we need to keep it running. We need to keep it running. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, that's what you want to do. That's what we'll make it happen. Hopefully them right there won't be too terribly bad. I'm hoping that I can, because there is a lot of oil right here, and hopefully the oil will make it really not terrible, but sometimes they are a damn pain to get out. Go ahead and set the cam sensor there, and we've got a couple more down here on the bottom we got to get out. Let's see what size them are. That looks about like a 1/2 inch. Or maybe a bit smaller. Get this up here out of the way. A lot of it's hanging on this JB weld over here I got on there. There is another bolt right there, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the damn thing out because it's all JB welded, and I knew that was gonna be a problem whenever I took and JB welded this all up. Might be able to get it there now. Try it here now. I ordered new bolts for it anyways. I believe that I did. It's just hanging down there on that oil pan gasket. Yeah. Just hanging on the oil pan gasket, that's okay. We might take and see what it looks like here. No, it's actually a really timing chain's actually really good still, so we ain't got to worry about that. As you can see here, like I said, the motor fell over, and when it fell over it busted this timing gear cover right there, and that's why, like I said, that's why I JB welded it all up and did what I did. Like I said, no, motor still looks really clean, so I know I ain't got to put a timing chain in it now, so we're going to slide this back up on here as best we can. Like I said, it ain't got to be perfect. Just enough to keep it to where we don't have no metal shavings getting in that motor when we're tapping these out. So that'll work out pretty decent there. Get that there all squared away. And like I said, I'll drill these 2 on that side and 2 on that side. But you can see down here on the bottom. But that's where I put that piece of steel. I put a piece of steel in there to keep the motor up like this. But we'll have to wind up shimming this whole motor up. It's gonna be an ordeal, but yeah, we'll take and get this. We're gonna go take this radiator down here and get this radiator dropped off so they can be working on that, and then I'm gonna call them and see about what other parts I gotta have. And hopefully we can start getting this thing all put back together, where all thing we got to do is just put the radiator back inside of it.